Greetings, slackers. It is December 31st, 2016. I'm over here on the dailymail.com.co.uk with another article I want to share with you. And this one is Obese Fraudster who posed as pretty women on dating sites, including Plenty of Fish, to con single men out of 20,000 pounds is jailed for 2 years. Well, she had it coming to her. And this is by Thomas Burrows. It goes on to state here, a fat fraudster who posed as beautiful women on dating sites to con men out of 20,000 pounds has been jailed for 2 years. Carrie Ann Williams, 33, used pictures of attractive women on a string of dating sites, including Plenty of Fish. She then contacted single men looking for love and duped them into giving her money or sending her mobile phones. She avoided meeting her victims and conned 19 men. The 33-year-old tricked one pensioner on 4 separate occasions using different profiles, fleecing him for 6,000 pounds. That was just a fool there. She told the 68-year-old she would be his carer, but each time he gave her money, she stopped messaging him and set up a new profile before going through the scam again. Williams from Thatcham in Berkshire used Plenty of Fish, Tag.com, High5.com, and Facebook to carry out her frauds. She tricked her victims by claiming she was a victim of domestic abuse and needed help. She then told her victims would travel by train to see them, but avoided meeting them by claiming they were engineering works, delays, or a crisis, which meant she could not make the trip. However, the actions aroused suspicion, and one victim hired a private investigator while another informed police. After being caught, Williams admitted 2 counts of fraud by false representation and asked for 17 frauds to be taken into consideration. Recorder Nicholas Garasmidis, hope I said that right, jailed her for 2 years at Portsmouth Crown Court and described her frauds as carefully executed offenses. He said, quote, "These were, in my judgment, mean offenses. You knew exactly well what you were doing. These were carefully planned, carefully executed offenses. The lies were spun, woven, in a way which caused your victims to believe what was being said to them." Speaking after she was jailed, the 68-year-old victim from Portsmouth said, "I've had a nervous breakdown due to what she put me through." During the fraud, he traveled to Slough and Reading to give Williams 9 phones after she begged him for them. He never met her, but he handed handsets to other people on her behalf. The pensioner, who suffers from asbestosis and chronic obstructive pulmonary disorder, is still paying out on the contracts. He added, "I did get visits from the 2 debt collectors from the phone company. Quote, I don't think there's a remote chance I'll get my money back, but I'm satisfied with the 2 years. She deserved that." Another victim, age 76, sent her 2 phones and was conned out of 4,760 pounds, believing he was speaking to a woman called Tara Smith. He became suspicious and hired a private investigator while police were already investigating the case. Now, maybe you've heard me on other reports that were similar to this about here's why you don't give money to people that you don't know. Hell, even if you know them, don't give them no damn money. Okay? Unless it's, family and circumstances. But in this case, these guys set themselves up. And when you're desperate, this is what tends to happen. You're an easy target or a mark for, to be duped. You got these scammers out here. She obviously knew her market. As it says here, she used Plenty of Fish, Tag.com, and High5 and Facebook to carry out her fraud. So, thanks to social networking and social media, these scams are only going to proliferate as people hop on these different networks, and hey, you can really maximize your return, especially if there's a lot of desperate men out there who haven't had much experience with women, haven't maybe engaged with women, and can't spot the patterns of what fraud looks like. Again, as I said in another article, you'll want to start reading news about scams and frauds so you can help avoid the trap and keep yourself out of it. That's how you stay safe. That's how you keep more money in your pocket. But let me add to this one more thing. Notice here, that the fraudster used pictures of attractive women who were all stolen photos. When you talk to people online, doesn't matter what social network you're on, you don't know if people are who they say they are. I would have to say maybe things were a little better maybe 10 years ago before the proliferation of social network or whatnot. But now you have fraudsters who see this as, hey, this is like shooting fish in a barrel. It's easy. Okay. Social media and dating apps concentrate pools of people who are potentially looking for love, but at the same time, this is nothing more than a collection of people that could potentially be exploited. This is how fraudsters look at this type of stuff. So this is something that you'll want to be advised of if you're putting yourself out there. And before you hit that next person up thinking, oh, this is just such a beautiful woman, and oh my gosh, she's so perfect, I'm going to say hi. Keep in mind, that could be a fraudster. Anyways, that's going to do it for this article and this video. Leave me your thoughts and comments down below, and the link to this will be in the description box. I'll catch you in the next one.